EdYoda, the end of your job search and the beginning of your dream career. EdYoda's live sessions are taught by industry experts, giving you hands-on experience and practical knowledge with real projects, not just degrees. EdYoda's industry-recognized certifications will help you stand out in the job market. And that's not all. With EdYoda's exclusive job board featuring 500+ companies, finding your dream job has never been easier. Say goodbye to endless job searching and hello to your dream career with EdYoda. Join EdYoda's student community today and start building your dream career.
Hello everyone, my name is Priyanshu Nag and I am excited to be here today to take this live workshop on mastering LinkedIn. So my main goal for this workshop is to help you with the LinkedIn profile and to get the most out of this platform. And this will be a very interactive kind of a session where I will show you everything from scratch, from creating a profile to finding your dream job. And at the end of the session, we will have a Q&A. So make sure you stick till the end. And before we start, make sure you give this a like and subscribe our channel. So now let's get started. So I will quickly share my screen now. All right, guys. So first, let's look at the table of content, or what are the things we will be looking for the workshop. So first, I will be introducing you to LinkedIn, what is a LinkedIn profile and much so more. Then I will be show you how to set up your LinkedIn profile. All right. Then I will show you how to build your network, how to stay connected with people. Then I will show you some useful LinkedIn features. Then some successful tips for LinkedIn. And finally, we will conclude the session and I will say some next step that you should do after the workshop. All right. So before we start creating our profile, and let's suppose you are a fresher. So these are the 4 questions which you should ask to yourself. So the first question is, what is LinkedIn? So for those of you who don't know, LinkedIn is a business and employment-focused social media platform where you can build connection and find jobs. But the more important question is, why use LinkedIn? So guys, look, as a fresher, you're about to make one of the most important transition of your life, the transition from college to a career. And hopefully you have spent a decent amount of time thinking about your career goals, and hopefully you have acquired the skills and knowledge to get started. But now you have to find a job, and that will help you progress to your journey. And you have some important question to ask. What are some of the companies that you would like to work for? Or you could say, what are some of the positions that you are qualified to apply for? Or you can ask, how can you show these employers that you are a great fit and a strong candidate for the job? And how can you make sure that they are up to date with the latest trends and technology so that you can ace your interviews? And the good news is LinkedIn can help you with all of this. So with LinkedIn usually allows you to access important articles, posts, which are relevant throughout your daily feed. So it's not like something called Facebook or something like Instagram, but here you will find some relevant topics. Then it will also help you develop a strong digital footprint, which is essential for a personal brand. And also it will help you research more companies, and finally you will able to find a job. Cool. Now the next question is, who uses LinkedIn? So now we know what is LinkedIn, why we use LinkedIn. Now the thing is, who uses LinkedIn? So guys, LinkedIn is used by a wide range of professional and businesses. Like includes, it can be a job seeker, it could be recruiters, it could be hiring managers, sales and marketing professionals, or some business owners. So anyone who is connected professionally can use LinkedIn. And the final question, how can LinkedIn help you in your career? So as I was discussing in why to use LinkedIn, so basically LinkedIn can help you in your career by providing opportunities for networking and building relationship with other professionals. And also you will be able to discover new job opportunities and advance your career. Cool, guys. That's about the LinkedIn introduction. Now let's quickly jump to the setting up your profile part. All right. So I will quickly go to LinkedIn now. Okay. So once you will go to linkedin.com/home, this will be the screen which will be visible to you. And if you have an account already, then you can directly put your phone number or email or your password, or you can sign up directly with Google. But let's suppose you are a new user and you're new to LinkedIn, then you have to click this join now button. And for this workshop, I will be creating a new account. So let's click this. All right. So here I'm going to put one of my email IDs. Okay. Or you can use your phone number as well. Also, you can use a strong password. Just join and agree. Now the next step is you have to write your name and the last name, first name, last name. So let's suppose there's a guy called Aman Kumar. He wants to create a LinkedIn account. So we will write Aman, then his last name. All right. Okay, guys. So after that, this window will pop up where you have to write your country or your region. If you're from India or you're from outside from India, you can write it. Then you can select your state or district. Let's suppose you're from Bangalore. Okay, just write here Bangalore and click next. Then let's suppose you are working. So you will write your most recent job title. But let's suppose you are a student and you are not working, then you will go to this section, I am a student. And here you will fill your college name and when it got started and when it will end. So let's suppose Aman is a student, all right, and he is studying at IIT Mumbai. Okay, and he started his college on 2020 and he is expected to finish at 2024. Okay, and this you will tick mark, then you will continue. Then a confirmation code will be sent to your Gmail address. You just have to fill it. Okay. So now LinkedIn will ask you some questions like, are you looking for a job opportunity or are you not looking for a job opportunity? So right now, like if we select this, or we can directly select no, and we can directly add it to our profile. Like later, if you want to search for a job, that's a better way to do directly from the profile. You can skip this part. Okay, you can also skip this. We will add it later. All right, guys. Once your account is set up, this will be a type of window that will come to you. Okay. So the first thing which you have to do is go to this icon, the me icon, and you go to view profile. Okay. All right, guys. So if we go to our slide, so now let's give you a summarize what are the things we will do now. First, I will help you choose a good profile picture and I will show you how to add a profile picture. Then I will help you write a professional headline. And before that, I will also, of course, explain you what a headline is. Then we will see how to write a summary. Then we will also explore what the featured section is. Then we will add work experience and education. And finally, we will highlight our skills and achievement. Okay. All right, guys. So, look, now we are going to talk about the picture, your image on LinkedIn. So there are two main pictures. This is a profile picture, which you can see here for me, and this is called a cover picture, which you can see up here. Now, LinkedIn is a corporate network, and it is not something that people tend to use for outside work. Like it's not Facebook or Instagram. So this is a business network, and therefore these images should portray you in a business light. Now, I would not say that this is something you have to do according to a corporate, but you don't want to put something of a picture where you woke up on a weekend or some GIF or some cat photos. You have to put something decent, which will put a business light to it. And over the last few years, the cover photos, which you can see here, it was actually a paid service, but now it's free, completely free. Okay. And I like to think about the areas as where I can inject a bit of personality into my profile. So here in the cover section, you add something which inject more of a personality to it. Okay. Now let's see how to add a profile picture. You just click on this icon, and here you can use your camera or you can upload a photo. Let's upload a photo from my desktop. Okay. All right. Yeah, the internet is lagging a bit. Okay. Yeah, got it. So guys, here it's a profile photo. It's a decent looking profile photo. It's shedding some of the business light, and here you can also, adjust the photo. You can add some filters. You can crop the photo. It's lagging a bit. Yeah, so from here you can crop the photo. You can zoom out the photo if you want. Then you can straighten the photo if the photo is not in the centered position. And once you're satisfied with the image, just hit save photo. Okay. Taking a bit time. All right, let me refresh the page once. So I think you're getting the gist of it, how to upload a profile picture. Okay. Now let's try the cover picture. All right. Okay. So something like this, you can inject your own personality. You can use your own photo. Like let's suppose you're in college and you're speaking at an event. You have a photo of it. You can put that. So just to give you an example, I'm posting this. All right. Okay. I think the internet is a bit choppy, but I think you guys are understanding how to upload a cover photo and how to upload a profile photo. Okay. Now, the next thing was how to write a professional headline. Okay. So, headline is the section which is just underneath the name here. As you can see, Aman Kumar, and this part is your headline. Okay. And for me, this is a fantastic area for the kind of positioning you want yourself to be, and which is experience. I think 95% of the people do not fill this section. And when I'm talking to people about LinkedIn and about their profile, I often use the term to get a edge. And what I'm trying to kind of get across here is that if someone is buying from you, let's suppose, and imagine putting up your profile next to two biggest competitors, and owners of two biggest competitors, or let's suppose a sales people of two biggest competitors, and really ask yourself the question, does my profile have an edge or not? And if your answer is no, then you have to do a little bit more work. So, and I would say this is the first area where the people or the recruiters will look at it. And so, you can just change it. You can see the pencil icon here. All right. Here you can see some basic information, your first name, your last name. Okay. Then this is the headline. Okay. So let's suppose we are assuming that Aman Kumar is a IIT Bombay graduate and doing computer science. All right. So let's write a demo headline for him. Let's suppose he is a software engineer. So how you will portray as a software engineer? He will write that he is a passionate software engineer. Okay. Then you can give a separation. Then you can write what are the things or what are the opportunities you're seeking for. Let's suppose you want to contribute to a good project, or you're seeking some job opportunities. Then you can write you are seeking job opportunities. All right. Cool. Okay, pardon my spelling mistake, guys. All right. Now, the thing which is very important to you, let's suppose you are proficient in some languages. Let's suppose you're a software developer and you know Java, you know Python, you know SQL. But how you will portray yourself as a, expertise in those areas? You have to write it in your headline. Okay. Then you should write proficient in, let's suppose Java. You can add Python, okay, or you can also add SQL, okay, cool. And let's suppose some recruiters is only looking for a computer science graduate. Then you should also add here that you are a computer science graduate. All right. Once your headline is done, then you just have to hit the save button. But mind it, guys, before hitting the save button, you should also fill these areas. Like if in the beginning you have not filled, you can fill the country, you can fill the city. All right. Once it's done, you can hit the save button. Okay. Like here, the industry it is asking. Okay. Let's suppose IT industry. Okay. IT and consulting. Cool. And once it's done, you can see it will appear just beneath the name. Okay. And now I will also show you some of the examples of a good headline. Okay. So as you can see, these are 3 examples. Okay. So if you will see the first example of Kevin. So like if you can see, Kevin has a lot into his headline for LinkedIn. So we know what he's studying, when he will be available, and the exact job title he's seeking, and some of his key hard skills also, like Java, Python, JavaScript. And the realistic recruiter search for, let's suppose he's looking for a software engineer. All right. Let's suppose he's looking for a software engineer who knows PHP and C++. So recruiter will directly search for these terms, and the chances are Kevin's profile will be on top of that. Then the next example is of Tristan. So as you can see, Tristan is looking for his first job opportunity after earning a degree in digital media. And his LinkedIn headline clearly states the type of role for which he is qualified, like 3D animator, environmental artist, and digital artist. So this is also one of the things which you can do while writing a headline. All right, guys. Now let's move to the next section, that is writing a summary. So for me, this is probably one of the most important areas of your profile, and it is a chance for you to really stand out and explain to people what it is that you do and how you can help them. But here's the thing, 95% of the people get this wrong. And how do they do that? They simply perceive of what they have done and why they are great here. I would encourage you to think about the value that you can add to other people. So try to think like a buyer. And this is a phrase that I will probably use again during this process. And what I mean by that is this is a mindset shift. So stop talking about yourself and why you are great, and think about the challenges the people that are normally facing and how you can help them. Like what are the challenges they have during the day, every day, and what are those things that you can help for solving them. So let's suppose if you came up with those questions, and maybe that's the first place to start. And firstly, before writing a summary, just note down those questions, because summary is a part where it will show your personality. So it should be very specific to yourself. All right. Okay. Now I will show you how to add a summary. But before it, I will show you one example. So I'm assuming who like most of the people who is watching this workshop is a fresher. So if you will look this closely, this is a very great summary of a fresher. Here he has mentioned that he's a mechanical engineer at certain universities. He has also mentioned that he has done some internship in the second year. Then he has also talked about his qualification, his communication skills, and also he has mentioned his skills. So if someone will read this, the whole paragraph, they will get to know this person much better rather than just his college name or the skills he has. And to do that on your LinkedIn, just go to this section, add profile section. Okay. From here, basically, you can do everything. You can add everything. So right now, if you want to add a summary, means add about. This is basically the summary, add about. Here you can write all of the things which I've just said, and it should be personalized to you. And once you will add it, it will show directly to your profile. Like let's suppose, for example, I'm just writing just a few words. Okay. Let's suppose learner, just to show you how it looks. Okay. So it will directly go to the about section and it will show a great paragraph. Let's suppose try to write something between 200 to 300 words. So it will look really good in your profile. All right. Okay. So the next thing is the featured section. And I really think that people is really underusing it. And so this is a great way to bring live information into your profile, and it's a more interesting way, perhaps, you would have the opportunity to do it before. So within this feature, there are a number of things you can do. You can upload videos, you can upload PDFs, slide decks, link to other websites, but you can also feature powerful posts or articles which you have written, and it will look really good. And how to do it? It's pretty simple. Just go to this add profile section. So guys, this will be your main section. This will be your main button. You will have to click this, and everything which you have to add in your profile, everything is up there. So if we'll go to the recommended part, it is written here, add featured. Once you will click on it, you have to hit the plus button here, as you can see. And after that, you can add a post, you can add articles, you can add links to something, or you can also add media. In fact, like if you're a college student, let's suppose most of you are college students, they don't have good articles or something they have done, but they have certifications, they have projects, or you can also put, let's suppose you're a fresher, then you can put your resume, your portfolio, and it will directly go to your profile. Okay. I will actually show you one example, okay, of how a featured section look like. So the company which I'm currently working at, like Arman Ahmed is the CEO, and I want to show his profile, how the featured section really looks. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, this is the featured section, and you can see there is links to articles, there are links to post, and you can here you can add whatever you want. You can add post, you can add your CV, anything you want. All right. Now let's go back to our profile and complete it. Okay. So now we will see how to add experience and education, your work experience, whatever you have, and your education part. So once you glide through the profile, if you cannot see here, you will find it here, add profile section. So first, let's see how to add your education. All right. Add education. So we have actually already added one education, but let's suppose you want to add your school name. So here school signifies not only school, but you can also add your college, your university, whatever you want. But let's suppose you want to, let's suppose you have studied at Delhi Public School. Okay. Let's suppose Delhi University. All right. And you have done BTech. As you can see, here's the BTech degree. And the field of study, let's suppose you have done computer science. Okay. It really has all the things. Let's suppose even if you have done BBA or you are from the commerce background, then also everything will be up there. Then you have to add the start date. I'm just giving a random numbers here. Okay. But you fill it very carefully. All right. Okay. And the rest of the things is optional. Like if you really want to, like if you are a 10 pointer or a 9 pointer, you can show your grades. Or let's suppose you were the part of some society or some activities. Let's suppose you were the part of the robotics club in your college. Then you can write it. Or let's suppose you were the sports captain of certain sport. Then you can write it and also give some description. And once you're satisfied, before hitting the save button, this is the thing which you should focus. So this toggle means, let's suppose you are adding some work experience or some education, let's suppose. Then if you turn this on, whoever is in your network, it will send them a notification that let's suppose Aman Kumar has added this Delhi University, then it will show a notification to his networks that he has added this work experience or this educational platform. So if you don't want your networks to show this, then you can just turn it off. Okay. Then you simply hit save. All right. And if you will go down here, you can see in the education section, first while creating an account, we have done it. Then in the bottom, you can see Delhi University. Okay. So like these are random things, but I will tell you the order. First, you write your recent education, your college, then your higher secondary education, then your secondary education. So it should be in the order of the hierarchy. Okay. Now let's see how to add work experience. So let's suppose most of you are freshers, but let's suppose you have done some internship, or even if you have done some job profile, then you can just hit add position. So this is the work experience part, add position. Okay. So let's suppose you were a software intern. All right. Yeah, software intern. And what type of employment was that? Was that a full-time? Was that a part-time, self-employed, freelance, or internship or training? Whatever it is, you fill it. Let's suppose it's internship, and you have to mention the company name. It's mandatory. Okay. So let's suppose he has done his internship on Google, since he is from IIT Bombay. Okay. And you can put the location wherever you want. Let's suppose Mumbai. Okay. Then the location type means, was it on-site, was it hybrid or remote? And if you don't know what these means, So like remote means work from home, then hybrid means mixture of both office and work from home, and on-site means you have to go to the office to do your work. Let's suppose what it was on-site. Okay. This part is also very important, guys. So if you're currently working here, then you will check this out. Okay. And if you're not currently working here, you will make this cross. Okay. So let's suppose you are currently working here. So you will just have to write the start date. Okay. And let's suppose you have finished your internship, then you will just untick this and you will write the end date also. Okay. Mind it, guys, be very careful with the data. Don't put any false data. Be very careful with it. And also description, if you want to add any, you can add, but it's not mandatory, but it's look really good. So you can write few pointers from your job, like what are the things you have learned during the internship, or these type of things. And skills and all, you will not add right now, but I will tell you later how to add it. So just hit save. And also before hitting the save button, make sure this is turn on or turn off, like regarding of what you want to do. Okay, then hit save. Okay, so once you will hit save, you will go down, you will see that you have an experience of a software intern. All right, guys, so these are the basic things which you can do to optimize your profile. And if you will go to the add profile section, you will see there are three basic categories. The core, in which these are mandatory, like these you have to fill. Good profile picture, your education, your job position, or if you have some career breaks, and your skills. Then we have the recommended section, where we have seen the featured section, where how you can add articles, you can add your CV or your post. Then we have the licensing and certification. So let's suppose you have done some good certification, some Google certification or some cloud computing certification, then you can add it here. Then you can add courses. If you have done some good courses, you can add. Then you can add some recommendation, like if you want to add someone's recommendation, you have worked with someone and you want to recommend that person to someone else, then you can put a recommendation on his profile. Then in the additional part, we have a lot of things, and guys, 95% of the people do not fill this, but make sure whatever things you can add, just add it, because the more you will add, the more optimized your profile will get. So let's suppose you have done some volunteering experience, you can add that. You can add some publication, and the list goes on. You have to check it by yourself. Okay. But one thing which I want to add right now is the skills part. Okay. Just glide down here. If you can see skills, then you add it from here only. If you can't see it, just go to the add profile section. Okay. Go to the core and add skills. So look, skills are one of the most important factors on LinkedIn, because recruiters might search for a specific kind of skill. Let's suppose he wants a C++ developer, or he wants someone to know digital marketing. Whatever it is, whatever skill you know, you just write it down, and don't hesitate showing your skill. Let's suppose even if you have one skill or two skill, and even if you have some level of experience or some level of expertise with it, try to add it. And also you can add soft skills, like if you're good with time management, you can add it here. If you're good with communication, you can add it here. So let's suppose Aman is a software engineer and he knows Python. Just write Python. Okay, Python programming language. Cool. Then if you want to show that he has done his Python programming language and he has used this language on his software engineering, software intern at Google, then you can just tick this out. But usually people don't take it, because it will leave a bad UI, because it will come directly under the skill. So turn this off. Okay, and save it. Once you save it, just go to the profile, and you can see in the skill section, the Python language is added. And typically you should add somewhere around 4 to 5 skills which you are most confident about. And if you want to add some more skills, then just hit the plus button and you can add some more skills. Let's suppose networking, let's suppose. All right, just hit save. Okay. So yeah, it will come in a list way. Also, one more feature which LinkedIn give us is take skill quiz. So let's suppose you have added that you know Python language, but it's not clear that, and it's not a confident sign. And if someone is saying it, he might think that he have just put it out just for the sake of the skill. But if you take the skill test quiz, what it do is it will give you a quiz for that particular skill. Let's suppose you want to take the quiz for the Python language, so it will give you a moderate level of quiz and it will test your knowledge. And if you pass the quiz, then it will highlight here in the skills part. And if, let's suppose, some recruiter sees this, that you have completed the quiz for LinkedIn, then the recruiters will get a very good observation from it. All right. So these were some of the things which I wanted to highlight in the account section. Now we should go to the next section. Okay. All right, guys. Featured section is done. Okay. So now we come to the main part of LinkedIn, that is building your network. So in this section, I will be covering the connection with people, like how you can connect with people, how to build your network. Then I will show you how to search for people in your industry. Let's suppose you are in software engineering industry and you want to connect with people from your industry, or let's suppose you want to connect with people from your university or from your college, then you can do that. Then I will tell you about groups and communities, which is a very important part in LinkedIn. Then finally, I will tell you how to send personalized notes, which is very important. I will just tell you this. Then at last, I will tell you how to build quick connections. Okay, let's go to LinkedIn now. All right, just go to my network section. Okay. So let's talk about the heart of the system, which is connection. So the way that LinkedIn works is all about connection, and you have these pair of connection. So you have what it's called the first line of connection. So let's suppose you have connected to someone either by sending them a message to connect, or they have done the same. And then comes a second line of connection, which means that you are not connected directly to the person, but somebody that you both know sits in the middle, is connected to both of you, but you are not connected to that individual. And we also have a third line of connection, which goes one step further. But I like to focus on the first line and the second line of connection when I'm thinking about this platform, because this is all about making meaningful connection. All right. So how you can add connection? Since this is a new profile I have just created, LinkedIn will automatically suggest some people. So if you can see here, there are a bunch of profiles on which you can send connection request. Okay. So since you have in my profile, in this profile, you have written that you have done software engineering intern at Google. So it will show similar profiles with the same profile that matches with yours. So let's suppose this guy has also done the summer internship at Google. Okay. So you can directly connect with him. All right. So this is the way you can connect. Also, let's suppose you want to connect with a friend. So you can directly use the search button here. Okay. This is the search button where you can search your friend's name or whomever you want to connect, and it will show you. All right. So this is how we connect with people. Now, LinkedIn is about making genuine connection and meaningful connection. So I would suggest you to search for people in your industry and then connect with it. And how would you do it? Just by simply using the search button. So let's suppose I'm giving a different example this time. Okay, let's suppose you're a graphic designer and you will search simply graphic designer. Graphic design. Okay. And you will search here. Wait. Okay, so these are different options here, different filters. Above also you can see, you just go to people here. Okay, and here you will see people who are graphic designers and who is interested in your field. And after getting these profiles, you can send connection request, but don't just simply hit connect request. Go to their profile, review their profile, see if there's many things common between you, and if you want to, and if you're seeing that this profile is very good, then only hit connect, otherwise don't hit connect. Okay, now let's talk about groups and communities. Okay, just a second. Okay, so groups are interesting part of this platform, and there is pretty much a group for everything on LinkedIn. And here lies the first lesson, guys. Okay, so do not join too many groups. Like, you probably only want to be the part of 2 or 3 groups maximum, because actually, how can you possibly be a part of more than 3 groups or 4 groups and actually be active member? You cannot. It's impossible. So I would always suggest people maybe to join a couple of groups. And the other thing I always say to people when it comes to group is, think about the group that you always want to be in. The natural tendency for people like is to join a group for their industry, which makes sense. Okay, and so I will let you think about the kind of things or the kind of group that you want to be the part of, and you search for the group. If you want to be a part of a group, let's suppose this is the group section. Okay, in the manage my network, just go to groups. All right, once you will go to groups, so right now we are not connected to any group. So let's suppose you want to create a group, then you can use this button, but for now we will not use this. We will use this discover button. Okay, and we can see there's a lot of different type of groups, but do not join them randomly. Okay, first see what is the group is all about, then you join it. So let's suppose like Aman is interested in software engineering and he is interested in Python, then simply you type Python. Okay, Python, and here once it's loaded, then you go to groups. Okay, now as you can see, it has shown me a tons of different groups that are related to Python, and also you can see the number of members that are connected to this group. So we have 2 million members to this group. Okay, and after you find a suitable group for you, you just hit the join button. Okay, and it is pending right now because the admin will see your request, and if he accepts you, then you will be allowed in. Okay, now let's talk about personalized notes. Okay, so like I'm keep on saying this, that LinkedIn is about making genuine connections. All right, so before sending someone a request, you should add some personal note to it. And how to do it, I will just tell you right now. So let's suppose the company on which I'm working right now, let's go to that company. Okay, so the way to find more people, this is the way. Let's suppose you want to find people of a certain company. Okay, then you go to the official profile, and you go to people. Okay, and as you can see, there are a lot of employees who is working on EdYoda right now. And let's suppose you want to connect with someone. Let's suppose I have a colleague and I want to connect with him. Okay, you can just search it from here if you know the name. So let's suppose if you want to connect with this guy, so instead of directly sending the connect request, instead of hitting send, just add a note here. Okay, like the person will receive this note along with your request. So you can add some compliment, you can add why you want to connect with, and what are the things you like about this profile. So like, just to give you an example, let's suppose you can write, I came across your profile and was impressed by your experience and expertise. Okay, and he's a, just see the kind of role he's doing. Let's suppose he's a video editor. Expertise in video editing. Okay. So if you will add something like this, it will give you a hint that the person is really interested to be connected to you, and the other person will also tend to connect with you even more, and you can go on having conversation, and if you will find a common ground, it will be beneficial for your career. Then just simply hit the send request. Okay, and once this profile has accepted your request, it will be showing connected. All right. All right, guys. So we have covered till now how to connect with people, how to search for jobs, how to join in groups and communities, also how to send personalized notes. And the last thing is building quick connection. So this is the thing I would not really recommend, but if you really want to increase your connection numbers, then you can do it. I will show you how to do it. Just simply go to My Networks. Okay. And here, there's an option called Contacts. And here you can sync your contact, you can add contact, you can export contact, and you can merge the synced contact. So what it will do is, whoever is in your contact using LinkedIn, it will show the profile, and you can directly send them connection request. So it will send a bulk of profiles, and you can directly send them connection request. But I will not suggest you to do that. Try to do it manually and search for meaningful connections. Okay. Now moving to the next section, that is using LinkedIn features. So in this, we will see how to post and update articles, how to engage with your network, how to search for jobs and companies, which is the most important part, how to research about a company and industry, because it is also very important. Before applying, you should research about the company. And finally, learning new skill with LinkedIn Learning. So let's go to the LinkedIn profile. Okay. So if you go to the home section, the section right now I want to talk about is all to do with posting. So how do you position yourself as an expert or as a thought leader? So there's a couple of different areas that you can do, and they all start really in the same section. So the first one I'm going to focus on is called post, and it is right at the top of the page. So you can go to the home page here, and you can see right here at the top of the page. And it's the first thing pretty much that they put it here. So that explains you how important LinkedIn believes this is to be, and how much they want you to do this. So you just start by clicking the start posting button. Okay, this one. All right. After that, then really what you're doing here is thinking about statements that can make you with certain position, and that you want people to see you in a certain way. So you can write anything. You can write your thoughts, you can write some insights, you can write whatever the thing you want other people you to perceive. Okay. So let's suppose I will write something for it. Let's suppose I am taking a live workshop, okay, on LinkedIn. Join now. And after you hit post, it will be posted, and this post will go all to your connections. Okay, everyone who is connected to you, your first line of connection, your second line of connection, will be able to see this post. Okay. Now you will see there are different. So let's suppose you want to add a post. Let's suppose you want to add some infographics or some photographs, then you can simply do it. If you want to add some videos, you can also do it. If you want to create an event, okay, if you want to create an event, then you can also do the event thing. You can post your event link, and it will got created. And one more thing here is the article part. So let's suppose you want to write something more, and you want to show your connections that you are expert or in certain kind of field. Let's suppose Aman is interested in software engineering, then he can write some articles about software engineering. He can share his own experience and it will be posted as a article. All right. Cool. So that's all about the posting part. Now let's come to the jobs. Okay. So Aman is a fresher, all right, and he wants to get a software engineering job. So simply what he will do is he will type software engineering here, software engineer. Okay. And once you hit it, you just go to the job section. Okay. And as you can see, there will be a tons of different job openings for software engineers or whatever field you want to get a job in. Let's suppose you want to get a job as a marketing expert, as a digital marketing, then you can also do it. Whatever the job title is, you just search in the search bar and you go to jobs. So let's suppose there's a job opening here and you read the description for it, and if it suits you, then you just hit and it will redirect you to a different page. Okay. So this is one way to get your job. Okay. The another way is you can search for companies. So let's suppose there's a company. Let's suppose we go to our company only. Okay. EdYoda. So this is another way to search for jobs. So this is a profile of a company. Okay. And you just go to the job section. Okay. And here you will find all the kind of internal job posting which you might not get in the search result, but if you will specifically search for a company and go to the job section, you will find all the job openings which are there for the company. Okay. So this is the second way. There's one more way which is very effective, okay, which is to directly message a recruiter. Okay. So let's suppose you go to software engineering, you search for it, and you just open this job profile. Okay. Just a second, it's lagging a bit. So what you can do is, here you are seeing that he is the HR. He is the person who is hiring for this job. Okay. So you can directly go to his profile and you can send a connect request and you can add a note. In the note, you can add what are the skills you know. You can add like how you can add value to the company. So this is a way to directly message the recruiters, and if they see your profile, if they find your profile really well, they might call you for an interview. Okay, so that's how we find job on LinkedIn. Now I will show you how to research about a company. So again, let's take the example. So of course, I would suggest you, before joining or before applying for any job for a company, always research about the company and the industry and the positioning of the company. Okay, so just go to the official page of whatever company you want to apply for, and you just go to the about section. Okay, and here you will get to know a lot about the company, like what is the model of it, what is the timing, and what is the location, and there are much more information about the company. So this is one way you can do research about the company or the industry. Okay. One more thing which I want to point out is this is a new feature. Okay. So all you have to do is go to this section, this square section for business, and here you will see there's a thing called learning. Okay. And if you will click here, it will redirect you to a new page, and this is a new platform where LinkedIn is providing you with courses, and you can take a few courses here. It's free for 30 days. You can take a trial. After that, if you like it, you can buy some courses. So they have some really good courses. You can check it out. Okay. All right. Now let's see some tips for success on LinkedIn. So in this, I will tell you how to create a strong personal brand, then how to stay active and engaged. Then I will tell you how to build relationship, not just connection. Then I will tell you how to follow up on opportunities. Okay. So, like the first thing is how to create a strong personal brand. So, the first thing which you wanted to do is optimize your profile. So, whatever the points we have discussed till now, creating a good profile, adding headlines, or adding a good summary, adding your experiences, adding skills, all these things will optimize your profile. So, this is the very first step which you should do to create a strong personal brand. Then the second thing is share relevant content. Look, so to grow on LinkedIn, you have to show yourself to the audience in a certain light. An audience should know you in a certain way. So if you constantly keep on sharing new content across the platform, let's suppose you are expert in some language, you just share some snippet of some codes or some articles related to it. So this is the second point. The third point would be engage with your network. So look, this is very important. Engaging with your networks, which I was showing you, you can comment to people's post, you can like them, you can directly approach them, you can send them appreciation notes. By doing this, you will came into the light of recruiters. Let's suppose a recruiter has uploaded a post, okay, and in the comment section you are commenting something good, and the recruiters might find it attractive seeing your headline, and they might approach you for a job. Okay. Then the fifth, and this is a very important thing, is seeking endorsement and recommendation. And what I mean by this is, let's suppose you have worked with someone, you have done some projects, and you have done some really good work, and the client is really happy with you. Then ask for recommendation. So what it will do is, if the client is happy with your work and he is recommended that Aman Kumar has really done some good work with my project, then it will show you, reflect you in your profile, and it will give a very nice feeling when a recruiter will see it, and he will know that okay, the guy has some experience before and he can add some value to our organization. And the last, the most important is to be consistent. Okay, like consistency is the key, and LinkedIn is not a small game. Like you have to be constantly making good connections, you have to constantly sharing posts, and you have to optimize your profile regularly. So let's suppose you are learning new skills, so try to keep on adding new skills. Okay, always try to be consistent and optimize your profile. Then staying active and engaged. So what I mean by this is, always try to post something, or always try to engage with your connection. Okay, like if someone has posted something, you always like their post. You also try to post some good articles, or whatever the things you are doing. Let's suppose you find an article that is very intriguing, then you can simply share that article to your connection request. By doing it, you can really engage and make really good connection. Then the third point is building relationship, not connection. So this I have already discussed, that you constantly have to follow up. Let's suppose once you are connected with someone, try to engage with them, try to connect with them, try to ask them question about their work, the kind of work they do, and try to make meaningful connection. Okay. Then we have follow up on opportunities. So this is very important. So let's suppose now you have a good optimized profile, everything is on point, and recruiters is also following up. Okay. And let's suppose there's a recruiter who is hiring for a post of a software developer. Then you have to take that opportunity and you have to follow up to that opportunity. Okay, do not miss on it. So always daily try to use LinkedIn and try to find job opportunities or your connection opportunities. Okay. All right. So like that's pretty much it for the LinkedIn course. And in conclusion, LinkedIn, of course, it's a powerful tool for professional looking to advance their career, build professional brand and network with professional. And throughout this course, you have learned about key features of LinkedIn and how to use them effectively to achieve your goals. You have seen how to optimize your profile. You have seen how to share relevant content. You have seen how to engage with networks. and also by seeking endorsement or recommendation, everything you have learned. And the next step which I want you to focus is whatever the steps, whatever the things I have discussed, try to implement it on your profile. Okay. Do it step by step. First, add a profile picture, then complete your profile, then build connection, and make sure you make meaningful connection. All right. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so now let's move to the Q&A section. Okay, so we have got some common question across our social media. And the first question was, how can I make my LinkedIn profile stand out of potential employers or clients? So look, the first thing, of course, is you have to optimize your profile. Let's suppose you want to stand out for potential employers or clients, because there may be thousands of different applicants. And if you want your profile to be stand out, first you have to optimize your profile. Okay. Then you have to highlight your achievement, because most of the people and majority of the people forget to highlight their achievements. And if you do this, you are among the top 5%, and chances for you getting selected will be much more. Then one more thing is use keywords. So as I was discussing in the headline part, that you should add keywords to your headline. Let's suppose you are looking for a software engineer role. Then you write that you're a passionate software engineer, or you're seeking for job as a software engineer. So this is a keyword. And when someone will search software engineer, your profile will become at the top. All right. Then also, like, if you want your profile to be stand out, you constantly include multimedia. Let's suppose you add videos, you add infographics to your profile, and also engage with your network. So by combining all the things, your profile will really stand out amongst the potential employer. All right. And the next question is, what type of content should I be sharing on LinkedIn to establish myself as a thought leader in my industry? Okay. So look, if you want to be a thought leader in your industry, the first thing is you have to post original articles. Like, you cannot copy from someone else. You have to write your own original articles. Okay. And not only articles, like, you can share industry news and trends and some provoking questions. Let's suppose you are thinking about something and it's really thought provoking, and so just share it with your connection, and you will see they will try to engage with you. So this will put you in a certain light. Also, one more thing, you can add professional accomplishment. Like, if you have achieved something in life, you just add it in your profile. Okay. And then some visual content. So let's suppose some infographics and all, which I've already discussed. So these are the things will help you established as a thought leader. All right. So that's the end for the workshop. Now I will stop sharing my screen. All right, guys. So, thank you so much for watching. Okay, so before we cut the live stream, one more thing which I wanted to show you is, just a second. Okay, so like, look, I really hope you enjoyed today's live session. And to see more detailed course, you can visit edyoda.com, where you can learn like 150 plus job relevant courses and watch 20,000 plus hours of video content at just 99 rupees. Okay, so quickly click the link in the description, and you will be redirected to edyoda.com, and then you can begin your journey for learning. And so with this, we are coming to the end of the live stream. So make sure you like the video and don't forget to subscribe our channel. All right, I will see you in the